Talk to me about your division. You know, Tua, you are such a crucial part of keeping him upright.
Mhm.
When all the talk last year, or the season before, I guess 2 seasons ago now, about Tua and keeping him healthy, talk to me about blocking for him when it seemed like the whole world was looking at you guys.
Yeah.
What was that like, and was there a lot of pressure to make sure that your guy's okay?
You have your pressures and stresses of an NFL game anyway.
Yeah.
You know, you come in, you looking to perform at the highest level. You don't want to be any reason for anything negative
Yeah.
on a football
Right.
field. So you don't have to layer on the pressure.
Extra pressure.
You don't have to
Right.
layer on the narratives, the storylines. You just
Yeah.
go out there and perform. And with Tua, it's actually is great blocking for him. He's very decisive.
Yeah.
He's able to dissect and process defenses before the play.
Yeah.
He uses motions and all those good things that Mike McDaniel has already implemented into the offense. But his ability to manipulate defenders with his eyes in order to throw into tight windows, he's incredible. One of the very few humans I've ever seen do it.
Wow.
At a high level. So he's impressive, man, and he's only getting better. I think
Right.
he just turned 20, 25, 26. You know what I mean?
It's incredible. Is there they're different players, obviously, and all that, and I know Drew's Hall of Famer. Is there a comparison to make there?
Yeah.
What similarities do you see? Don't you see? I mean, how do you compare those two guys?
Just those things that I just spoke
Yeah.
on, the manipulation of players, reading safeties, pre-snap, these things these guys talk about all the time, and just to see it happening in real time. I watched Drew. I used to walk into films when Drew would be watching film off days and ask him questions, and
Yeah.
he was so particular and so strict on his process, and it never wavered. So to see Tua start to go through the same process as he's preparing,
Right.
looking for tails, looking for tendencies,
Yeah.
it's impressive, man. But their accuracy and precision, that would be the biggest similarity.
Is that what makes? I mean, if you look at both guys, like maybe physically, like that's not where you would draw up. That they're not 6'5"
Yeah.
and have a rocket as an arm and all that. I mean, why are both of them so good? In Drew's case, a Hall of Famer, and obviously
Yeah.
Tua doing what he's doing. It's just those things, what you just mentioned?
No, for sure. The preparation,
Yeah.
and then fearlessly competitive, willing to be in the moment,
Yeah.
want the moment, because that's what it comes down to. Playoff football comes down to moments. It comes down to
Yeah.
big plays, big third down, big fourth quarter, So not running from that. Drew has been a Super Bowl winning, but he also has not been able to convert on some of those plays
Right.
and big games and all that. But to be able to go out and do it again, regardless of the last outcome, what makes those guys great.
What was it like for you coming out of college? And then, I mean, you played in hell of two fun cities, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
in New Orleans. Did you have a good time in both places? Were you concerned, especially as a young guy, like, oh man, I'm going to be a Bourbon Street and all that
Yeah.
stuff?
No, so I'm not a big partier.
Right.
So that probably was
That made it a lot better. I'm
a
sure.
blessing in my makeup.
Yeah.
I don't drink. I never have.
Okay.
So
All right. Good.
that helped me out, I'm sure, because New Orleans,
Yeah.
yeah,
It would probably be
they-
tough for a young guy with money in your pocket. And
yeah. But I had my fun for sure.
Yeah.
New Orleans got a lot of culture, a lot of history. So
Yeah.
festivals for everything, Mardi Gras, all that good stuff. And
Yeah.
I was there having a blast.
I'm sure.
Same in Miami. It's a lot to do.
Yeah.
So I partake sometimes, but in moderation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Stephon Diggs traded. How do you look at the division? Now, I mean, you've got some people, hey, the Bills window closed. Some other people say, hey, you've still got a lot of good players. How do you look at the division as a whole? Aaron Rodgers next year, obviously. New coach in New England. There's a lot of stuff going on in the AFC East.
Yeah, no, we definitely have a highly competitive division.
Yeah.
Some great teams over there, great defenses. We see, but the thing about us in Miami, man, we're not looking outside. Everything with us is household.
Yeah.
Everything. Even the past couple of years, Buffalo winning the division,
Yeah.
but self-inflicted. On our we don't look at them as like the team to go out. No, it's all about what we can do in-house, winning those big games, having those big moments. Like, we have to take that next step, not against just Buffalo,
Right.
but against the top teams in the league.
Do you guys feel like? I mean, you've got to feel like you are incredibly close.
We're close. We're close. We feel like we let an opportunity get away last year. We did. We let an opportunity get away last year.
In Kansas City, or
Just the tail end of the season.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. We had some unfortunate injuries for sure.
Yep.
But then we lost some games that would have changed the trajectory of our playoff experience. Right. So instead of playing Kansas City in negative 99 degrees.
How bad was that? How bad? I mean, because you guys all look tough out there. Did you have long sleeves on? Tell me.
No
You had
sleeves.
You had no sleeves. Why do you? Why are you crazy?
Sleeves did.
Is that an intimidate? Right. What's it gonna do? I guess a little thin.
But I wore sleeves one game in my NFL career, and I gave up a sack. So you'll never see me in sleeves anymore. Yeah.
Are you cold? Are you like, God darn, it's cold though as you're playing out there, or you don't even realize it?
Cold is not the word I would use to describe it.
Is it different?
And I'm from Illinois, so I've been in there.
Right.
Snow. I played in the snow.
Right.
This was a historic day.
Yeah.
In the wrong way. It was bad.
I'm a Giants fan, and I remember, when the Giants played the Patriots back in the day, and Tom Coughlin's face was so red. This was even worse than that, though, which you had. Like,
no, it was. It was crazy. Crazy.
That is the talk about it though overblown. Like, they're the Miami Dolphins. Well, the team, you guys are not from Miami, like you said.
Right,
You're from Illinois.
Yeah,
it's freaking cold there. Is all that overblown? Like, you guys can't play in the cold though because you're the Miami Dolphins, or is it not?
That doesn't matter. Yeah. That doesn't matter.
I always thought that was silly. Like, you guys are not from Miami. I mean, you play in Miami.
Yeah, we play in Miami. I mean, you do start to get a little bit more accustomed to warmer weather.
Right.
But on an NFL game day, you out there running and all that good stuff. Everybody's going to be warmed up anyway.
Right.
So I've never understood the cold game, can't travel playing the cold, whatever. Until that was different, though. Like, that's an outlier.
They couldn't have liked it either.
Day.
Right.
Yeah, no.
They didn't like it either, right?
Sure. That was different.
Yeah, that sounds like it was different.
That was different.
What's it like playing with Tyreek? I mean,
yeah.
Watching him,
he's a human, high life, real. He's incredible. The best part about it is the work he put in. He's talented. He's faster than most humans walking out the door.
Right.
But that doesn't leave it at that.
Yeah.
He really perfects his craft, man. He's particular about his footwork, which foot is up in his stance, which way he's releasing, how is his toe pointed on his cuts. And Mike McDaniel's a wide receiver guy.
Right.
And we got Wes Welker as his coach.
Yeah.
So he's improving as a receiver, which is crazy. The best receiver in the league is improving as a receiver.
Right.
He's inspirational to be around. He makes you work.
I like watch his YouTube channel, and that guy, like, he's in full pads like the day before training camp. I don't know how he does this.
Listen,
stuff.
I'm gonna tell you a little story. My twin daughters, 11th birthday. Yeah, we just had the 11th birthday party, having it at my house in Miami.
Right.
Reek, he got 14 kids, so I tell him, got the birthday party, pull up with the kids. So he pull up with the kids in a Sprinter.
Right.
That many kids.
Of course.
So it's Saturday. We play the Patriots Sunday.
Right.
And I'm on the grill. I'm making the food for the kids, whatever.
Right.
I look outside. Tyreek is doing windmills. He's chasing the ball. We got a little basketball court in the back.
Right.
He is diving out of bounds to save a ball, running back, lob, alley-oop, dunk. I go outside. I say, Reek, get off your feet, bro. We got a big game tomorrow. Division game tomorrow.
Right. You don't need him getting hurt at your house.
T, I don't need that. You feel me? I don't need that part.
He's
like, T, I'm good. Reek went for like 180 next day.
Let me get you out of here on this one. What's it like playing for Mike McDaniel? He looks like completely different. Yeah. Never seen a head coach like him before.
Yeah. No, he's different. He's different. His approach is different. He embraces it. He's genuine, man. He cares about the guys. So it's only natural that you got the same feeling for him, same approach. You care about him. You want to win for him. You want to play hard for him. Yeah. You want to see him successful, and he will be even more now. Like, we've done some things that's been good so far, but we're scratching the surface, man. He's incredible. It's been great playing for him.
You are in LA though, Terron, because maybe looking a little bit about what happens after you finally do hang up the shoulder pads and everything. You were actually here for, I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong here, if I'm describing this wrong, like some sort of like a media workshop that the NFL puts on with all the different networks. Something that interests you in the future?
I'm trying to find out if it does. I have a media and broadcasting workshop boot camp that they put us through the NFL Network, and
Right.
really every other major media platform. They come be a part of this 3-day program where you get a chance to learn from the basics of sitting properly to present, whether you're doing radio or game color, play-by-play, podcasts, TV, radio, everything. So it'll be a lot of information over the next few days, but I'm looking forward to it.
It's an exclusive group too, right? There's like 24 guys or so that are invited to this.
Yeah.
You got to be one of them. How does that work? Do you express interest? Do they come to you? How does that even work?
Yeah, they express some interest, and you have to send over some footage, interviews, reels. Then if you have a great marketing team, is like I do.
That you do.
They they really push me to get into it. Just telling me that they feel like I have talent in media and broadcasting, that I should pursue that in the workshop. And Mark Ingram is one of my best friends. He did the workshop before he got the job with college football. So I think it'll be a great experience.
Is this something? Obviously, you come into the league, a highly touted prospect, and all that. Now, not that you're old; you're in your early 30s. I mean, your early 30s, right? Is it something that you start to think about more? Like, hey, I can see the end of my career, and what's going to be the next step for me? Because you're still going to be an incredibly young dude when you obviously don't play football anymore.
I think over the years, I've always tapped into my other interests, and used my talent and ability, not just in football. I think the direction of professional sports, a lot of guys are doing that more and more, and it's extremely beneficial. It's progressive for the athlete, the new athlete. You don't necessarily hear all the broke stories anymore because of exposure and experience that a lot of guys are getting with different industries and off the field and off the court. So I think it's extremely. I'm one of the advocates for it. I encourage guys to do music, do fashion, do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Business, finance, whatever it is. So I love the fact that we're athletes nowadays are doing those things off the field.
Right. You just mentioned music. I mean, I'm sure you, like me and so many other kids out there, you grow up playing Madden.
Hmm?
How cool was that to have your music in the video game?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a humbling, and I'm just appreciative.
Yeah,
for sure. It was a monumental moment for me. I grew up on Madden. I grew up playing that game. It raised me in football.
Yeah.
I was never really a college football fan. I always just watched the pros. So to be on Madden as a player, a superstar player,
fact,
and to be on 5 songs on the soundtrack is just it's amazing.
When you're a lineman, when you're playing, obviously you're not controlling yourself. Who do you? Were you ever jealous? You're like, oh man, I wish I could be the quarterback. I could be the runner.
Well, I mean, sometimes like in the red zone, I'll put myself at tight end.
You play? Oh, you play?
Yeah.
You score a lot. You catch a lot of touchdowns.
A few.
Why
not? You know what I mean? Why not? So,
why not?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Obviously, music, I'm sure, is a passion of yours. Something you hope to do after football and continue with your music career?
Yeah. No, I definitely love it. I love the field. I love just creating, starting off with a blank canvas, and it's art. You know what I mean? So I like to consider myself an artist. I love to create. Partnering with Interscope, and a lot of those artists last year was extremely eye-opening.
Yeah.
And we was with Dr. Dre, original soundboard, and just all the history and the culture. It was incredible. So I got some music loaded up that I'll be dropping pretty soon.
Is it fair to say one's your love versus the other, or is it just it's all a part of you and you love it all?
It's all a part of me. Yeah, I wouldn't. I know my day job and I'm fully invested, but the things off the field that, like I say, with athletes nowadays that you're interested in, I say go for it.